Okay, how we doing out there? First things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're going to be doing a demonstration, a paint-on demonstration today on what you're missing from your gray screen paint mix. You might be using one versus black technology. Now this is a screen that we did a demonstration on earlier today. I got to post this over to Facebook real quick. We did a demonstration on this screen showing off our black technology versus everyday black paint. This screen was actually covered and splattered with paint lines and everything else on the face of the sun, showing you the difference between our product versus black paint. Which at the end of the day, like I said, still the tests that were supposed to be done on gray screen paint products, still not done yet. This is why at the end of the day you have to be careful what you buy, because like I said, you can end up getting a product that at the end of the day can be just everyday black and white paint. Where it comes to our product, we can back our product up 100%, showing you that there's a difference between our product and black fabric, and especially black paint. So we're going to do a demonstration. We're going to paint over a gray screen paint mix. And let me see, I'm going to get my screen here off the wall over here, get it back over here. And we're going to use this one right here for this demonstration. Some nice blue fish. Take this screen off right now. This one over here. Keep that right there for the time being. Here's the gray screen, right? Where's the gray screen at? Oh, this is the gray screen. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you how to advance your gray screen paint by using our technology. This right here is a gray screen paint mix that we made with multiple mixes together. As I said before, you should not be selling a product at the end of the day if you can't back it up. Where's my whatchamacallit for this? Oh, here, it's over here. So you're going to take several forms of gray screen paint mixes. To show at the end of the day, they all do the same thing. Now, keep in mind, out of the gray screen paint mixes, there's quite a few of them out there on the market. But out of the ones I've seen, these are the only ones. As soon as we get the other one down here, as soon as we can get an open shopping cart, because for some reason the shopping cart is still closed. But as I said before, out of all the screen paint mixes that I've seen online, these are the only two that actually make a bit of false accusation about their products and still have not backed up their products by displaying that their products are not black and white paint at the end of the day. But I'm going to show you how, if you have one of these screens, how to improve them. So right here we have some beautiful fish in the marina. Now as you can see, we got plenty of light in the environment. You're seeing screen paints are both matching our Mega Mix. Now the Mega Mix was made by using multiple gray screen paint products together, 3 of them, to make the Mega Mix. I'm going to show you how we're going to improve a gray screen, make it better. Now I said before that black screens are far more superior when it comes to, or dark screens are far more superior when it comes to a gray screen paint mix. Now I'll show you what you're missing from your projector. We call these splatter screens. This is a screen we just splattered the paint across. to show you how much of the image that you're missing from your screen. when you use a gray screen paint mix. And we're going to be using today for this demonstration, we're going to be using our Black Phantom technology. We're going to do a simple splatter screen. As we just paint certain sections of the screen in, and that's it. We have to paint the whole thing in. Just to give you an idea what you're missing from your screen when you're using a gray screen paint mix. I said before, they have a really bad problem with spraying up color and contrast. And our technology is designed to pull amazing white levels, something that our customers don't have to worry about having a product that is going to wash out when the lights are on. There we go. Okay, quite nicely here and here. We use this as our splatter screen. So as you can see, the picture comes to life with the black technology that we developed. That also pulls out white levels and beautiful contrast and color where the gray screen paint mix washes out. We call these splatter screens. It's a screen we splatter the paint across it, and you show you exactly what you're missing. Let that dry. As it starts to dry, it's going to get much lighter. And that gives you an idea, when I tell you at the end of the day, that gray screen paint products are obsolete. This is how much you're missing from your picture. We're using a 4,000 lumen projector, and the gray screen can't pick it up. For anyone who thinks that the gray screen paint products, and we proved this already before, are different, they're no different. They do the exact same thing as the Mega Mix that we have up here on display. The exact same thing. As I said before, until they back up their products, at the end of the day, their product is just what we say it is. It's black and white paint. There's the screen paint right there on the side. Now so far today we marked up the screen over there pretty good with some black paint versus black paint, and that demonstration got to post that on the website. As a matter of fact, I might do my intro page too. That was a really good demonstration. Marked the screen up pretty good. Got a couple people called me up on that one and said, wow, that was an impressive demonstration. So at the end of the day, like I said, you have to be to back your product. You have to show that your product is not what people are going to think it is. And at the end of the day, we 100% believe that their products are black and white paint. That's what it is. And I've been able to back it up. I think I came on there, I've done about 8 demonstrations on that. I think the last one we did, we marked the screen up, painted on the screen with black paint, put little houses, sunflowers, wrote my name into the screen. Then came over here and painted over top of it. You watch the screen dry right over top of it and produce a brighter and better image than the black paint. Now I'll come on here and I'm showing you the gray screen paint products, how to improve your faded screen. That's why these gray screens are not ambient light rejection technology. That's why they look faded and washed out. And at the same time, we have the 2 products sitting right over there, the Metallica Mix and the Personal Mix, reacting the exact same way as our Mega Mix, which is this giant screen right here, that was made with using all three of his products combined together to make the Mega Mix. Look how much your picture you're losing. And that's on a wet screen. You have to calibrate your projector to see that one. Now we're going to be doing these same tests once we get some good weather. Weather's not too bad, but it's a bit windy outside. Outside, I've done demonstrations of actually painted screens on outside versus gray and black at the same time. That's a black screen paint blended into a gray screen. Red screen.
Internet from YouTube.
Now the screen starts to dry, it get lighter and lighter and lighter. As we did in the last demonstration, this area will display the best green level. Red level, sorry about that. The large screen you're seeing is the white screen. The screen you're seeing right here in the middle is our mix that we made. This is our Mega Mix we made right here using the 3 screen paints combined together. And these are the 2 screen paint mixes by themselves without being combined. Blue screen.
Internet from YouTube.
Star field screen too.
Internet from YouTube. I don't consider myself a particularly ethical person, but unfair.
Yes, as the screen starts to get wet, it'll dry. It gets lighter than that. It's still soaking wet. I need to do something like this on my wall. Like paint this weird kind of portal on my wall and leave the rest of the wall in gray. Because that looks pretty cool. Well, that ain't a bad idea. I should paint a portal into the wall. I saw that one coming. There we go. Oh, you think I was going to catch it, did you? Yeah. You're not picking up contrast either. I keep telling you that from the door, that gray screens don't see contrast at all. And they don't. This is what we call a splatter screen. So as our screen paint starts to dry, it gets brighter and brighter. We're not worried about it. We have more than Mega Mix. We made 5 gallons of it. We got plenty of it to do these test demonstrations. I got more than enough paint to make. Don't even have to buy it anymore. Because since they can't back up the product as being not house paint, and they can't claim it to be something different because they haven't done the test yet. So we can just continue to make as much as we want for testing. I mean, it's bothered you. It's true. If you can't back your product, how can you say it is what it is at the end of the day? So we can just make as much as we want. Why buy it? It does the exact same thing the product does. They can't back it up, so we can make that accusation. Until then, as customers are enjoying the digital and crystal screen paint products. I got plenty of thank yous on that. Good. And you're welcome. Remind you, when you're doing OLED demonstrations, backgrounds must always remain black. That's the purpose of them. Fireworks display, relaxing.
Getting up on YouTube.
There we go. let's go over to how much your picture you lost. When you watch the demonstration show the screen on a standalone, you have no idea how faded the colors were. They were extremely faded. As I said before, our overhead lighting is much brighter than yours. You have very little light in that environment. This is how much you were missing from the picture. Cinemax can't see contrast. Why do you think the order was canceled the first time we placed it? Because that's the first thing we were going to do with it when we got it over here. We're going to put it against a black contrast screen. That's why the order was canceled so quick. That's why it's in gold. And you see the screen's getting brighter and brighter. Yep, does it as it dries. Isn't that incredible? The edges are going to be a little dark because, like I said, they're still wet. That shows you how much of your picture you've lost off your projector. J and K 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
You have one of these gray screen paint mixers. I could write on your wall, on your screen, with a paintbrush, Ken was here, and you would get a much better quality of my signature on your screen than you would with that gray paint. Think about that one. There you go. That's how much your picture quality you just lost. We're at 4,000 lumens on my crispy projector. That shows you what you're really losing. That's why when they do these demonstrations, if that screen is sitting there by itself as a standalone, you really can't see what you're missing until it's compared to something. That's when people look at the demonstration like, no, you've missed the whole thing. You can't see what you're missing if you have nothing to compare it to. Should have went a little softer in the middle. That middle has that Richmond point right in the middle. There we go. Right in the middle of my screen, I have that rail there, that bar. But I didn't think about padding. We don't need it for the demonstration to pad it. Yeah, let's go with, let me see. Screen price. Give you a little idea how much you're missing from your screen real quick. I'll touch up some of this gray paint. This is the screen paint mix we made that matched Crow's product perfectly. Hold on, trim up my screen a little bit here. Let's go with New York City nighttime screensaver.
Getting up on YouTube.
Universal Orlando's premier hotel guests get free express access to skip the regular rides, but not at the skip is out.
The deeper you go into black markets, the darker it gets.
Traffic with Mariana Gonzo, Wednesday at 9 on National Geographic.
Let's give you an idea exactly what you're buying. Well, as I said before, at the end of the day, you know, this is right here, this mixture we have right here is just black and white house paint. That's all it is. And until they do the demonstrations, as we advise them to do, showing that they're backing their products up to be more than just house paint, since they haven't backed it at the end of the day, that's what it is, it's house paint. We're just showing you what you do to your screen. When you use a black and white house paint product, I'm going to touch my screen up here a little bit. An idea what they're actually getting when you paint your screen with a screen paint. At the end of the day, it has no form of special abilities whatsoever. At the end of the day, all it is just black and white house paint. That's all you're getting. That's why they can't match any of our demonstrations. We can match our product 100%. That's why I'm doing all these strange, outrageous demonstrations that, like I said, no one can seem to match. It's like I'm painting with a magic brush, isn't it? I'm doing this painting around my screen. The whole entire screen is blown up. So there should be a picture here because I have it overlapping the screen. Feel my sound real quick. Yeah, I'm overlapping the entire screen. So my image is coming from here all the way to here. You can't see it on the gray screen because the gray screen, as I said before, the gray screen paint products can't see contrast levels. That's how much your picture actually missing. And at the end of the day, they can sit up there and say, well, hey, look, that's not my product. Until you back it up, it is your product. I like this. Beautiful, ain't it? I might do some art like this. See a big screen, painting some weird objects in it, and just have those objects come up. Because gray screen can't kick it. like I said, at the end of the day, they can argue all they want. That's not my product until you back up your work. By not being black and white house paint, it's black and white house paint. Because at the end of the day, after demonstrations I just pulled off out of here, my product's not black paint. That screen proved it today. This screen's proving it today. Back your product up. You know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna do a happy face. That's what I'm gonna do next. So we'll paint over this gray and then we'll do another demonstration tomorrow. I'm gonna 3D map off this bad boy. Product, ain't it? Your personal mix. Like I said, back your product. At the end of the day, it's already claimed as being nothing more than house paint. And until you do those demonstrations as we've requested, that's what your product is, house paint. That's some good music. Now we gave them until next week to do their demonstrations. And as I said before, in those demonstrations, it's going to get harder every time you deny this. Customers need to know if your product works. And anytime you want to ask me, I'll send you the demonstration on this one. I think that was the best demonstration I've done yet on black paint versus our products. I actually drew on the screen in black paint on top of black paint, and our screen produced the highest white level. Not only that, even when I displayed images of color, you can still see that black dirty paint tainting the screen. Went in, rolled right over top of it with our technology, boom, turned it right back to the way it was. What dried it right on camera. So that's the difference between what we do and what they do. What they do is they just paint something on some material, they throw it up in front of a projector, poorly lit environment, and go voila, it works. No. You got to earn that place. So by next Friday, we are expecting to see from both of them, again, I told you I'm going to add this in every demonstration I do, we're going to request this. Because at the end of the day, your customers are getting that free product from me right now. Until you can back up your product. Save $85. Because digital and crystal screen paint will do the same thing. The exact same thing. LG beta fish.
Getting that from YouTube.
This is our new demonstration screen from now on. This is going to be our new playground screen. So I got to go order me some paintbrushes. I'm going to do some artwork. And every time we do one of these demonstrations, we're going to request you to do those test demonstrations, which you should have had done by now. So now we're up to around 11 demonstrations already done. Now, for those who are curious what I'm talking about, there are two individuals who make screen paint who make accusations about their products that are not true. There are other people who do make great screen paint products. Nothing wrong with their products. They work perfectly fine. They don't make these accusations that they can't back up. And because these two have been making these outlandish accusations, we had told them that they had to do the same testing we do. On our black screens, we had to test our products against other black products, black paint, black material, black vinyl. We throw it up against the screen, we can back it up. And their demonstrations, they can't seem to back up whether or not their products are real screen paint or an everyday black and white paint that at the end of the day, the customer can make. So that's what we've been requesting them to do. To make all the products that we have listed below, not yet, but we will list below, live on YouTube, put it against their products and show a huge difference between night and day. As Mr. Partey, he's requested to paint that 4 application on a surface and put it on that gray screen he has in the theater room, because I want to see if it matches. But it will. We already saw it matches. And at the end of the day, that tells us that you don't need 4 coats to apply to that screen. Also, with your black products, you have to do the same test I did on this screen on your black screens now. That's a brutal test. That's a really brutal test. Throwing black paint on your screen and producing that high white level and colors and everything. That's a brutal test. Now, the reason why we request is because these individuals constantly want to challenge my work. And since you want to challenge my work, you have to go through the same brutal demonstrations that we go through every day. LG Jazz demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
See where your reds are not picking up, they're washing out. This is how we test black screens, Jamie. This is how it's done. Any kind of dark products, this is how they have to be tested. To make sure that the white levels are coming up high enough. They're not coming up too dark where we can't recognize the screen. There you go. So we're expecting to see these tests done. We gave you, let's see, last time we didn't do those. You have until next Friday. Till then, I'm gonna keep doing more and more crazier tests on my products, raising the bar. And you should. You should challenge your work. Challenge it, challenge it, challenge it. It should be fun and exciting. You shouldn't be afraid of your technology. If you're afraid of your technology, something's wrong there. Look at the corner, right there in the corner. Get my paint out of the way. Like the song. Yeah, they don't like that. They don't like that when I give up those challenges. They don't like it. But it has to be done. It's not even a challenge. It should be done anyway. You have to show the difference. Now, if my screen wasn't there, you wouldn't be able to see the difference between the product, would you? They might not stay. It's a little wet up there. Let's go with, let me see. Let me see. Yep, got them right levels. Let's see. I need let me see. Panasonic 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
My cat is up there beating the crap out of something. I don't know why he's beating the crap out of it. He's finding something up there. Still look wet. Now the problem with some of these mixes out there, the darker versions of them don't pull a high enough white level and they come up too dark. The lighter versions can't see contrast or color at all. Got some areas in there I want to dig down a little bit. Sorry about that, people. Oh, Batman versus Superman. You gotta see this one.
From YouTube.
On Prime Video, where all the action is in one place, entertainment never ends. See where it takes you. Prime Video.
Yeah, that's where your screen lands at. It can't even, your screen paint can't pick up. Well, we're going to definitely put you through the splatter test. This is what we call a splatter test. Isn't it entering? It's like that's what my screen is saying to your product right now. Well, here I am. This is phantom technology. If I do make the decision to order the rest of your products, they're going to go through this. Go through those splatter tests. The screen paint's not picking up any contrast whatsoever, and it's matching the Grade Mega Mix product we made up here with black and white paint. And you got people, that's what you're missing from your picture quality. Our projector only has a 4,000:1 contrast ratio. As you can see, the gray screen paint mix is completely washed out. You take this product, put it up there, look how it reacts. There you go. This is why next time you do one of those demonstrations, what you call the max out zone, make sure you add contrast in that demonstration. A lot of contrast. As a matter of fact, do it in the start for the demonstration. Paint some black down the side of your screen. This is what you miss when you use a gray screen paint product. You're almost equivalent to the white wall. You look at the white wall, almost match the white wall. This is the detail you're supposed to be to pull from your image when you watch a movie. The technology we have today in screen paint products and projection screens, you literally should be able to watch a movie in a fully lit environment, just like a TV. That's the whole purpose of people getting projectors and ultra short doses, because they want that whole big screen experience, and they want to be able to do it with the lights on. And what's the point of having a product that washes out? Because at the end of the day, you're going to end up in a dark environment. You have to change your environment to accommodate your screen, no matter how much money you pay for your projector. And there's your wake-up call, right there. So at the end of the day, what are you getting? Are you getting house paint or are you getting screen paint? Here's our mega mix we made right here in our container. And here is the screen paint product that matches perfectly, reacts the exact same way. No problem whatsoever. That's what you got on your wall. Oh, wait till we get outside. It's worse when we get outside. Way worse when we get outside. At least you're seeing a somewhat of an image. Look at all that background you're missing. Look at all that. That's just completely gone. And my projector only has a 4,000:1. Now, actually, I think only has a 2,000:1 contrast ratio. That's it. And people go out and they spend all this money for these expensive projectors because it has a 20,000:1 or it has a 50,000:1, and I'm really going to see the black levels. No, you're not. you're not gonna see jack. You just paid for a projector that you literally might just cut in half, and you just paid full price for because that's what you just did. And for those of you who buy this product right here, this gray screen paint mix, just give the money to your neighbor and have him kick you in the privates. That's it, because that's pretty much what you just did. You paid $85 for this stuff when you could have did it at $40 a gallon. Now, if I'm wrong in these demonstrations, they can make these demonstrations anytime they want. He can do a meter zone, light up the area, and do contrast only, which he failed to do in this demonstration because it was going to wash out. He doesn't even need our screen paint. Heck, he could just paint black paint in the middle of the screen and see which one pulls better. Because I told you black paint will react the same way, it just won't react to white light. So just go get yourself some black paint and just paint it down the middle of your screen and see what happens. See if it doesn't react the same way. Now, as for the darker mixes he makes, the problem you have with those is the fact that they can't see white light because there's too much black paint in it. That's overshadowing the white paint to begin with. So that becomes a problem also too. Tron Legacy.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's get this one right here. Look, even the menu doesn't even pop up correctly. And you have some people saying, well, it's not fair. You should have the lights out. If I'm watching TV or sports or whatever I'm watching, I should be able to do it in a fully lit environment. If I spent $3 for a projector, you sure enough think I want to be watching that projector with the lights on? My projector costs $270. At the end of the day, I told you, the screen should be doing all the work. Now, if you notice, we're in our meter max out zone. We're doing the last couple of demonstrations down here. Nothing changes in the environment. So next time you do this demonstration, your meter should be maxed out. You should have as much light as you had in that apartment that you did the first demonstration. But this time, you'll do contrast only, what I'm doing right now. And you still have to make the other paints. Your guys are way behind. By the time you guys catch up to me, man, I always started on my next screen paint already. I've already done what, 4 or 5, we've done 3 or 4 tests. We're gonna do a couple more tomorrow. Hopefully we can get outside and do a paint on demonstration. Those are fun. Outside paint on demonstrations are pretty cool. OLED 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be Big Cat up there destroying something. He's always wrecking something. That's what he does. That's why I explained to you over and over again that if you got somebody in there telling you that a gray screen is more superior, do your homework. Go call one of those big companies up and say, hey, look, what's your most advanced projection screen? I guarantee it won't be light gray. It'll be a dark gunmetal screen, or if they have one, black. But that's what you're paid for. And you're going to pay a ton of money for it. A lot of money. But I guarantee you're not going to come out and say, oh, no, this gray screen is... No, that'll never happen. If that's the case, then the Cinema Gray would be the highest paid screen on Elite Screen's list. And it's not. It's a Dark Star 9. Remember I told you about the screen's white level capabilities with the Phantom? There we go. Perfect way to stop the video on OLED's display, OLED's demonstration. Yeah. At the end of the day, people remember when you watch these demonstrations, when I tell you that black technology is the future, your cell phone screens are black, your gaming monitors are black, your TVs are black. Again, this is the future. This stuff right here, this gray stuff, is obsolete. Okay, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Let's see how long it takes for these gentlemen to get their video demonstrations done so we can see whether or not there's a difference between their product. Until then, I got to show you the link. If you haven't seen that demonstration we did on this screen, it was insane. I'll put that at the bottom. You can check it out for yourself. Also, to our link demonstrations and all the test demonstrations we've done against our products versus black paint, black fabric, and so forth, backing our product up 100%. We're going to be doing some more of these demonstrations right here. I love doing the splatter screens. Thank you for your time. I have to go, and God bless.